God is conveying his desire that you be with this person for the rest of your life. You will be surprised by their name. The name is now being disclosed. Do not try to omit God. Do not remove your sight from this moment, for the events that are about to unfold in your life are unique and will not be repeated in the same way. I'm speaking straight to your heart right now because you're about to experience something that will have a huge impact on your future. Neglecting this may result in the delay of a blessing that was supposed to arrive without difficulty. I'm revealing that a specific person has been chosen for you, and their name is not coincidental. It is deeply engraved in your destiny. This is why your spirit is agitated. I am disclosing a truth that has long been waiting for you. If you are convinced, please type Amen. My purpose is not to confuse or perplex you. I'm giving you a clear direction so you can spot the developments that are already beginning. Not only will you meet this person, but your life will be intricately bound to them in ways you don't understand right now. Despite the fact that their name may be unfamiliar, their presence will be reassuring. When you face them, you will feel a great sense of serenity. Not dread or anxiety, but a serene conviction that I have placed them for your benefit. This is why I am pushing you to remain watchful, as acknowledgement is part of your blessing. In some cases, I act silently in your life, while in others, I speak up strongly to guarantee that you don't ignore the most crucial things. This is one of those times where I am speaking with haste, because I do not want you to miss out on the goods I have prepared. You've gone through phases of uncertainty and expectation, wondering whether the right person would ever enter your life. I have witnessed your patience, disappointment, and silent prayers, and I have not ignored any of them. I had been cultivating this relationship for a long time before you were aware of it. To confirm, type the word yes. It is critical that you understand that the name revealed will have a profound impact on your spirit and will not appear to be a coincidence. It will be delivered in a way that grabs your attention, such as being repeated, said by an unexpected person, or appearing in an unexpected location. This is not meant to scare you. Rather, it is intended to provide you with guidance so that you do not ignore the intended consequence. I don't work at random. Instead, I work with a purpose, and this moniker is part of that goal. You are preparing to receive it with clarity, not uncertainty. You may feel a shift within yourself right now as your spirit recognizes the truth before your intellect can fully comprehend it. I am ensuring that your ideas, feelings, and journey are in sync, so that you do not feel lost or uncertain when this person enters your life. This is a component of your response which is developing in stages as you sought a sign. Do not try to force anything or rush anything, as what is meant for you will arrive at the right moment without any effort. I am confident in the time frame I've already set. Please take a moment to show your faith and like this video. Your tiny act of trust will allow more clarity to enter your life. I'm revealing this information to make sure you're fully prepared. They are not surprised in a way that produces confusion, but rather prepared in a way that promotes tranquility. This individual's presence in your life is not intended to cause you sorrow or anguish, but rather to create a long-term relationship with you. You will notice a difference in their communication, comprehension, and concern for your journey. This connection will not be seen as coercive. It will appear effortless, as if it was always meant to happen. This is because it was always supposed to happen. There have been folks in your life who have made you question your worth and path, yet this is not the same. I'm discerning between what is supposed to last and what is temporary. This new relationship is not intended to allow you to carry past pain, which is why I've been focused on your heart. Healing has been taking place without your knowledge, preparing you for a true and long-lasting experience. Do not let your previous anxiety hamper the progress I am making for your future. You will not be confused by the name. It will arrive to confirm a deep truth within you. When you hear or see it, your spirit will pause and you will have a subtle sense that something is noteworthy. I occasionally communicate in this fashion not via the use of loud sounds, but rather by a deep sense of understanding that is difficult to refute. Pay great attention to those incidents. They are not coincidental. They are part of my method of guiding you without coercion. I am not suggesting that you seek this individual or perform a frantic search because what is yours does not require your pursuit. I ask that you keep an open mind, be aware, and remain grounded in trust. This is an issue of urgency and consciousness, not action. You will be ready to answer when the moment occurs, because I will present you with the required knowledge. When the time comes, you will not be bewildered. You have been chosen to make a relationship that will give your life meaning, fortitude, and peace. This is more than just love. It is about following my objectives for you. Every step you have taken, no matter how difficult, has led to this moment. Nothing was ignored or squandered. I'm putting all of this knowledge together in a way that you'll understand later. The person I described was not presented to you by happenstance, and their name is not something you will have to pursue or assume indefinitely. It will be shown to you with clarity that is unlike any other you have seen. I saw every tear you tried to hold back, and every time you struggled to keep your cool when things did not go as planned. I allowed certain doors to close in order to prevent you from developing a relationship with the wrong person rather than to damage you. I am offering you a permanent answer that will not leave you feeling empty or confused. This is a stable drug, which is why I encourage you to be receptive rather than defensive. If you believe in God, enter the number 222. You may be perplexed as to how something so important might enter your life in such a simple way. Yet this is how I typically work. I don't always use spectacular occurrences or loud signs to direct you. Occasionally, I use silent moments to directly contact your spirit. By no means will the name be disguised beneath layers of complexity. It will eventually become evident to you. It could be as a consequence of a discussion, a message, or an unexpected awareness that you are drawn to someone you previously disregarded. Do not discard it too fast, else you may miss out on what is intended for you. I am directing your attention so that you are not blocked off or distracted when the moment arrives. There are countless distractions that try to draw your attention away from what is genuinely important. Fear, doubt, and previous experiences can all cause noise that interferes with your capacity to hear my suggestions. That is why I am speaking to you clearly right now to assist you distinguish between confusion and reality. When the right person appears, your soul will feel calmer rather than overwhelmed. There is a reason why I said their name will shock you. It may not be what you anticipated. You may have considered the nature of your future and the people involved. I urge you to let go of those expectations because they may prevent you from having a better experience. I did not limit the content I prepared for you based on your past ideas or preconceived conceptions. It is designed to be personalized to your lifestyle in a way that promotes growth, peace, and long-lasting connections. If you are guided by faith, type 1111. I want you to understand that this is more than just identifying a name. It is also about recognizing the person who bears that name. This person possesses attributes that are consistent with your spirit rather than just your desires. They will see qualities of you that others have overlooked, and they will not ignore your heart. You will not have the impression of having to protect your connection. It will feel a sense of balance and support. This is the only way you will be able to discern if it is a coincidence or the outcome of my counsel. As a result of the obstacles you've faced, you've set aside time to learn, grow, and fortify yourself. All of that was used, and it will not be overlooked in the current circumstances. I am not giving you something that will reverse your progress. I am giving you an item that will act as a basis for future development. This person will not obstruct your success. They will support you as you advance. This is indicative of alignment, as you will feel inspired rather than exhausted. Don't let your impatience keep you ahead of my progress. There is a difference between being prepared and trying to impose something before it's time. I am preparing both you and this individual so that your paths cross in a pleasant manner. Rushing or attempting to regulate the process may cause confusion in places where clarification is essential. I promise you that I am not postponing without reason. I'm methodically aligning all elements. As this happens, you may see distinct patterns in your life. You may be drawn to a particular direction for no apparent reason, or you may hear the same name repeatedly. These aren't random happenings. They are listed under the "I guide you step-by-step" section. I avoid inundating you with too much information at once. I present facts in a way that allows you to learn and improve. I utilize repetition to confirm knowledge with you, so pay attention to what happens again. I also urge you to be cautious in how you protect your heart, not by isolating yourself, but by keeping attentive. You gain this wisdom via experience, as not all people who enter your life are meant to remain. This time you will not need to inquire as frequently because I will present you with an indelible sense of peace. The way this person interacts with you and their presence in your life will be obvious. The discrepancy is enormous. This is significant. Knowing that you are not alone on your trip and that I am guiding you even when you can't see the big picture is a strong feeling. I'm present in your life. I am currently involved in its operations. I am worried about all aspects of your life, including the relationships you form and the people you choose to hold in high regard. No, I am not ignoring your future or leaving you to deal with everything on your own. I'm guiding you in a systematic manner. Continue to go forward with trust rather than fear. Fear will try to convince you that you are unprepared or that you will miss this opportunity. Nevertheless, this is incorrect. You will not miss out on opportunities if you keep in touch with me and remain open to new possibilities. When the time comes, I will give you clear counsel. You are not left to speculate. Your preparation for recognition is awaited. The item going to enter your life is not fragile and can be easily misplaced. It is a deliberately made thing. This is why I am approaching you at this time. I want to emphasize the importance of the next events. The name will emerge and it will not appear to be a random coincidence. There will be a sensation that this event was predetermined. Despite the apparent absence of movement on the surface, both pathways are being carefully aligned. What looks to be a waiting period is actually an undetected preparation process. Distraction has been one of the most difficult obstacles in your life, which is why I continue to warn you against bypassing what I am saying. You've been bombarded with opinions, commotion, and events that have distracted your attention in all ways. During this time, you found it difficult to determine what was genuinely important. I'm now overcoming the background noise to ensure that you can hear a consistent and undistorted signal. This insight isn't meant to be overwhelming. It is supposed to give you a sense of steadiness. To receive blessings, dial the number 777. You may not fully understand the significance of this relationship right now, but you will as events progress. In addition to sharing your life, this person is meant to support you in a way that supports your purpose. There will be times when you both improve simultaneously, not through competition, but through mutual support. You will feel a sense of recognition that you had previously lacked, which will change your concept of connection. This is not about achieving perfection. Peace is the product of agreement, not uncertainty. I've seen you try to build something substantial in the past, but it didn't have the integrity you expected. That was not owing to your lack of merit. Rather, it was not meant to last. I am unable to form long-term connections because of broken foundations. I deliver them with well-prepared hearts. My current initiatives are unique in that they are based on truth rather than falsehood. You will not be forced to consider your role in this person's life, since it will be obvious. The name will be provided in a way that disturbs your regular mental process, so it may surprise you. It may not meet your expectations or preconceived assumptions, but it will have an impact that captures your attention. When you receive new information, don't rush to analyze or overthink it. Please allow it to simmer in your thoughts, since comprehension will come through calmness rather than instigation. I encourage you to feel your emotions before attempting to express them. If you believe in Jesus, enter 1212. Furthermore, you must understand that timing is crucial in all of my attempts. There are times that appear to be postponed, yet they are not squandered. This relationship may not have been received as intended if it had been introduced to you previously. Before entering a large and relevant scenario, you needed to mature, learn, and heal. The same is true for the other person, as each of you is preparing in your own unique way. A part of you has been quietly anticipating a true connection that is not forced or unsure. That optimism has drew attention and has not gone unnoticed. I am responding in a way that goes beyond mere desire. This refers to a more profound concept, one defined by stability and purpose. When it is introduced into your life, you will notice an immediate difference. As the moment approaches, you will notice tiny changes in your surroundings. Certain talks will be more evident. Certain thoughts will be more obvious, and certain feelings will be stronger. These changes aren't arbitrary. They are signs that you are on track to achieve your goals. I don't always use loud voices to proclaim things, but I always leave behind clues that you can follow. Pay great attention to the specific feelings, as here is where I am currently focused. I am not asking you to be perfect or to have all of the answers. I ask that you remain open and willing to lay your trust in my actions. You do not need to supervise each stage of this process, because I am already offering guidance. There will be no sensation of disorientation when the opportune time comes. You will feel calm and composed while you prepare. The readiness will not come from duress, but from a state of calm. This link will not compromise your identity. It will enhance it. You won't give in to it. You'll grow within it. The person I'm putting into your life will not try to change your nature, but will instead provide you respect and encouragement. That is how you'll know this isn't a transitory or unstable scenario. It will be well-balanced and not overbearing. You may face periods of uncertainty from time to time, especially if events do not go as planned. When you are close to something major, doubt frequently appears, attempting to dissuade you before it occurs. Please do not allow that to happen, since the stuff I am creating is definitely worth the wait. Maintain trust even when you can't see the whole picture. I can guarantee you that you are not being overlooked. You're being directed. I want you to let go of the fear of losing out or making the wrong decision, since I am not steering you into confusion. When the time comes, it will look to be a safe bet. There will be a tangible sense of accomplishment. You will become conscious of it, and it will be difficult to overcome. I will not leave you in a position of ambiguity when it is most important. I will give you a clear idea. The name that is about to be revealed is not just a word. It refers to someone who was a part of your journey before you became aware of it. Everything is being consolidated in a way that will be clear to you when the time comes. In the future, what appears far will appear obvious, and what appears uncertain will appear stable. Some previously destitute people are now able to enjoy fancy homes, new cars, and exotic travel. However, this data will not be available for an extended length of time. Click to view the description and comments before they are permanently removed. I'm guiding you with patience and clarity because this is no little affair. If I rush this moment, you may overlook its significance and dismiss it as a routine occurrence. I want you to thoroughly understand the function of the object I am introducing into your life when it arrives. There have been times when, despite the presence of others, you felt isolated, and this sensation lasted longer than you expected. You have learned to protect yourself, be cautious with your trust, and repress certain aspects of your emotions. I've noticed this and understand why you're changing. However, I am currently preparing you to reopen not in a thoughtless manner, but in a way that will allow the development of something genuine. This link does not need you to hide your identity. Rather, it allows you to be monitored without fear. To claim miracles, type 1010. The individual in question has also undergone a journey that has shaped their current identity. They are not perfect, but they are consistent with the structure I am building for you. They have gained knowledge that will help them understand you, and they have the tenacity to be your bulwark. This is not about two people who have it all figured out. Rather, it is about two people who are willing to grow together. That is why this relationship is so strong alignment rather than perfection. You may be wondering why their name will surprise you. The reason is simple. It will disrupt the established pattern and prompt you to contemplate something new. You may have expected a different person, a different course of action, or a different outcome. But my preparation exceeds your expectations, which is why it may initially appear surprising. The purpose of that surprise is not to generate confusion, but to raise your awareness of a more desirable scenario. If you are confident in the procedure, enter 333. I want you to understand that the name will not be interpreted as a type of guesswork or groping in the dark. The recognition will be followed with a feeling of calm and steadiness. You will not be required to apply any pressure or study every detail. Rather, you will get a faint sense of assurance that this is significant. This is how you will know that it is not a product of your imagination, but rather the outcome of my advice. You may have had times in your life where you ignored your emotions due to doubt or fear of being wrong. I am requesting that you refrain from repeating that pattern when the time comes. Believe in your feelings when they are congruent with peace, as this is how I communicate with you. I do not guide you via fear or confusion, but rather through clarity and peace. When an item is properly organized, there is no sensation of disarray. You are being called to a deeper level of trust, not just in this relationship, but also in me. It is not always easy to rebuild trust after a letdown, but it is still possible. I am progressively reestablishing faith in you, allowing you to move forward without the burden of the past. There is no reason for you to be concerned about the future because I am meticulously directing it. Nothing is left to chance. As this happens, you may notice that your focus begins to change. Things that were once important to you may no longer have the same significance, and new priorities may arise. This is not a random decision. It is a necessary part of your preparation. I am arranging your life to make room for what is meant to enter. It is hard to keep all of the past while fully embracing the future. This person will not enter your life with the purpose of destroying your peace. Rather, they will add to it. You will feel a sense of calm in their presence, rather than anxiety or apprehension. The conversation will flow naturally, and you will not feel the need to demonstrate your skills. That indicates the advent of something genuine. You will notice that this is different from your past encounters. I also ask that you retain your patience, since the appropriate time is still pending, despite the fact that it is quickly coming. Patience is not the act of waiting without hope. Rather, it is the conviction that something is being prepared. You are not being ignored or disregarded. Everything is moving forward, even though it is not immediately evident. Have faith in the movement that is happening behind the scenes. It is not a coincidence that the name may appear more than once when unveiled. Repetition is one of the tactics I use to ensure that something is important to you. Do not ignore the presence of the same name on many times. Be aware of the feelings it produces in you. They will act as your guide. I'm not hiding this knowledge from you. I'm gently bringing it to your attention. Despite the fact that it appears that you are going through this alone, you are not. I am present in every area offering you advice, safety, and preparedness. This connection isn't being built in isolation. It is being shaped with intention. All of your previous experiences have prepared you for this time. Nothing was ignored or squandered. Your future is filled with more calm and stability than you've ever known. This link is not ephemeral. It is part of that future. It is a product that has been deliberately produced with great care and effort. You are not getting a temporary thing. You will receive a long-lasting item. Instead of being influenced by the expectations or statements of others, be true to your own emotions. It is acceptable for individuals around you to be unfamiliar with your situation. This is a subject of personal closeness between us, which does not require external affirmation. The most important thing to do is recognize it when it comes. I will make sure you do. You must resist the entrance of doubt into your heart, which will want to destroy the foundation I am laying. Maintain your focus on trust even if the issue is not completely clear. Even if you are unsure you are being steered, I'm not intending to perplex you. I am taking you to a place of clarity. There is no reason to worry about the future. It is a safe place. The name will ultimately arise, and it will not be purely coincidental. It will appear that the moment has anticipated your coming. A new chapter in your life will begin at that point, one based on truth and connection. Even when you tried to ignore it, a part of you has been quietly craving for stability. You may have encountered situations in which initial prospects appeared to be good, but were eventually disappointing. This created an interior area in which doubt attempted to develop itself, leading you to question the plausibility of doing anything long-term. I'm currently reacting to that silent need with something important and lasting rather than something fleeting. This is why I urge you to listen carefully and not take this topic lightly. If you believe in divine timing, type 555. The person I'm putting into your life will not leave you guessing about their motives. Their behaviors will be consistent with their statements, and their presence will be easily identifiable. You will not have the sensation of attempting to get their attention or prove your worth. Rather, a natural cadence will emerge, allowing both of you to move forward with comprehension. This equilibrium is not accidental. It is a product that has been created through your unique experiences. Even if you can't explain why you may feel a sense of eagerness, that sentiment is not arbitrary. It represents your spirit's knowledge that something is on the horizon. I'm directing your attention so you don't miss the moment when it happens. This is not a case of haphazard guessing or searching in the dark. Recognizing what is provided to you is the goal. The name will be accompanied by a presence that will naturally capture your attention. To welcome abundance, dial the number 888. I want you to understand that the shock you may feel upon learning the name is not intended to bring you sorrow. It is designed to disturb traditional cognitive patterns and encourage the discovery of new ideas. You may have imagined a certain type of person or a certain type of future, but the preparations I have made far beyond those expectations. It is not limited by your previous experiences or expectations. This is why it may appear distinct, as it is unaffected by your prior knowledge. Furthermore, there is a reason for my suggestion that you avoid from skipping this moment. Awareness is part of your blessing. If you respond too hastily or ignore your emotions, you may postpone a naturally occurring event. I'm not seeking to exercise any kind of control over you. I am guiding you so that you do not miss out on opportunities. The advice given is both soft and forceful, since it comes from a position of compassion. I'm not intending to perplex you. I am taking you to a place of clarity. You may notice that some thoughts about relationships begin to shift inside you. Things that were previously acceptable may no longer feel right, and your expectations may begin to rise. This isn't arrogance. It is congruent with the preparations I'm making for you. You are being trained to recognize what is meant for you and what is not. This clarity will prevent you from accepting anything less than what you are entitled to. The connection I'm introducing into your life won't need you to give up your individuality. It will allow you to progress while being authentic. You will not have the impression of being forced to minimize or change your actual nature in order to be accepted. In contrast, you will feel encouraged as you grow into the person you were meant to be. That indicates a genuine and enduring phenomena. I also want you to be aware that not every opportunity or person that enters your life at this time is meant to stay. Certain items appear merely to assess your preparation and clarity. It is critical to avoid being distracted by anything that appears tempting but does not feel right. Trust your instincts about what thrills you right now and what brings you lasting peace. This distinction will guide you in the right route. Your awareness to what feels right will grow as the moment of revelation approaches. Subtle changes in your reactions to people and situations will become obvious. This is an issue that should not be overlooked. It is an issue worth considering. I'm raising your consciousness so you can discern what's intended for you without ambiguity. This refinement is part of your preparation. The name will not be presented by itself. It will be complemented by a context that highlights its significance. It could refer to a setting, a conversation, or a specific moment that piques your interest. This is the only way to be sure it's not a coincidence. You are not expected to resolve all concerns at once, as comprehension will take place in phases. Currently, you are expected to keep an open-minded and attentive demeanor. As events progress, each component will become more understandable, and your confidence will grow. You will not feel isolated when the time comes. You'll get a sense of direction. Guidance will come from within, not from outside. Knowing that one's life is not heading in a random direction is a powerful sensation. Despite the uncertainties, a road is being set for you. This connection is a necessary component of that path and cannot be replaced. I am speaking clearly to ensure that you do not disregard it. You are not being left to chance. You are being guided by intention. I urge you to abandon the fear that you will fail to recognize this event when it occurs. I am not the source of that fear, and it does not reflect reality. The moment will come, and it will be so clear that you will be unable to ignore it. You will not need to inquire repeatedly or get confirmation in every location. You will receive a confirmation. Even when you can't see the big picture, keep your faith strong. It is not required to know all of the answers in order to build trust. It requires the belief that you are being guided even in the face of ambiguity. I'm not leading you into an unclear position. I'm bringing you toward preparation. The planning is what gives this relationship its strength. The task ahead of you is neither fragile nor fleeting. It is a deliberately made thing. You are being invited to participate in a partnership that will grow alongside you and give you with support. It is not just a matter of meeting someone. It entails the joint creation of something meaningful. This is why I am devoting the necessary time to preparing you. That is why I am contacting you again to verify that your heart is at ease and that you can accept this information without fear. No, I am not bringing confusion into your life. My goal is to provide long-term clarity. There have been times when you have wondered if anything real may enter your life without causing any issues. You've seen relationships that were originally strong but eventually lost their relevance. That implanted in you apprehension, a hushed voice warning you to be cautious and avoid setting false expectations. I understand that voice, but I ask that you let it go at this moment. The preparation I'm making is not based on uncertainty. It is built upon a firm foundation. If you're ready for a new beginning, dial 999. The person I'm pointing you to exudes a unique aura that you've never experienced before. They will not enter your life with uncertainty or mixed signals. Their presence will be persistent, and their aims will be clear. You'll notice that you're not required to scrutinize every word or behavior. Instead, a mutual understanding will emerge between you. I urge you to be attentive of your emotions in the next days as your awareness grows. I'd like you to concentrate your attention on an encouraging thought rather than a restrictive one. Despite the lack of visible changes, you may begin to feel a faint sensation of anticipation. That sensation is not accidental. It is your spirit's response to the upcoming occurrence. I'm preparing you from within so that you may recognize what is meant for you when it emerges. This preparation is essential because acknowledgement is part of your blessing. If you feel led, type 444. Furthermore, you may notice that certain distractions begin to lose their hold on you. Items that were once considered important may no longer be seen as such. This isn't a loss, it's an issue of alignment. I'm recovering space in your life so you can receive something more useful. You are unable to fully embrace what is meant for you while holding on to what is no longer appropriate. You will be unable to ignore the importance of the name that is about to be revealed. It will not emerge as a random word that crosses your thoughts. It will be prominent in a way that will catch your attention. The repeat is not a coincidence. You may hear it once and then again in a different area. That is one of the approaches I use to verify a critical issue for you. I do not want you to be afraid or uncertain when that moment approaches. I want you to keep your cool and let the information sink in. It is unnecessary to act quickly or make decisions in a rush. It is about clarity rather than speed. You are in sync with me when you move with clarity. Furthermore, there is one aspect of this link that I would like you to understand. It is not just about the contributions this person makes to your life. It is also about the contributions you make to theirs. You are not submitting as an incomplete individual. You are approaching here as someone who has grown, learned, and become more robust as a result of your experiences. This relationship will be important due of its potency. In the past, you may have felt that you were expected to contribute more than you received in relationships. You felt exhausted as a result of that imbalance. The current offering I propose is not based on imbalance. It is based on mutual respect and understanding. This connection will not make you feel exhausted. You will feel a sense of encouragement. Furthermore, I would like you to let go of the idea that this has to happen in a certain way or at a certain moment that you can control. This process is being rigorously overseen by me, and it will be completed when it is suitable. If you try to impose or speed the procedure, you may unintentionally cause confusion in an environment that should be calm. I promise you that I am not postponing without reason. Everything is being organized in a way that is understandable to you. Not every opportunity or people that arises is meant to last. Several items are only present to assess your understanding. This connection will not be interpreted as a test. It will show as a response. This is the distinction that requires your attention. This procedure does not require you to be perfect. You are asked to maintain an attitude of trust and transparency. No trust does not mean you will never face uncertainty. It means that you choose to proceed even though you are unable to understand everything clearly. I will lead you through the uncertain situations. You are not going through this alone. The name will appear at the appropriate time and you will feel a shift in your soul. The shift will not be noisy or overwhelming. It will stay clear and steady. The sense will be that something is spontaneously falling into place rather than being forced. That is how you will be able to confirm that it is not the result of your imagination. You may not yet be fully aware of how prepared you are for this. Every experience, lesson, and moment of personal development has helped you prepare for the future. Nothing was squandered. Even the most difficult times have helped to prepare your heart. Your future is filled with more peace than you've ever known. This connection is part of that future. It is not a fragile object that easily breaks. It is a deliberately made thing. That is why I urge you to remain watchful and not ignore the impediments that are being placed in your path. Stay grounded in your feelings, rather than in the expectations or statements of others. This is a subject of intimate intimacy for us. It is unnecessary to seek affirmation from others in order to determine what is meant for you. When the time comes, I will provide you with the information you need. As this unfolds, fight the temptation to let fear take over your thinking. Fear will attempt to create doubt and bewilderment. However, it is not the path I am taking you. I am guiding you to a condition of calm and comprehension. When an item is properly organized, there is no sensation of disarray. There will be a sense of steadiness. There is no reason to be concerned about the next events in your life. It is an entity that should be approached with confidence. The identity will be revealed, and you will understand that this moment was always meant to happen. Even at this moment, everything is in order. Even if you can't fully express it, an internal force has already begun to stir. You may become more aware of your environment and more sensitive to what seems right and wrong. This is not just a coincidence. It is part of your preparation. Your awareness is being sharpened so that you do not miss out on what is best for you. You are getting ready to recognize a big occurrence, and this knowledge will serve as a guide. If you're ready to receive, type 666. You've considered if the right person could possibly join your life without bringing you any distress or confusion. Even as you tried not to get ahead of yourself, that question lingered in the back of your mind. I'm currently responding to that inquiry with certainty rather than doubt. This person will not enter your life with the goal of causing trouble. They'll arrive to build a building that can endure the elements. Complexity will not disguise the identity that is going to be revealed. It will manifest in a way that is both obvious and important. It might be heard in an instant without your knowledge. You may see it being replayed in several locations, attracting your attention on multiple occasions. The repetition is not arbitrary. It is part of the process in which I help you recognize what is important. If you feel confident about the voyage, enter 111. I want you to understand that this is not the time to rush into making a decision. It refers to recognizing that something has already been supplied for you. When you hear the name, take a moment to notice how it affects your emotions. Avoid inviting uncertainty into your mind and attempting to rationalize it. Allow yourself to feel the feeling, as this is the wellspring of clarity. You have ignored your emotions in the past because you were afraid you would be wrong. I urge you to believe in your own ability, especially when your emotions are stable and strong. I do not offer advice in the midst of dread or bewilderment. I help you achieve tranquility and clarity. When an object aligns with my beliefs, it does not elicit feelings of discomfort. You are not being asked to pursue this individual or perform a thorough investigation for them. You will receive what is meant for you without any effort. I'm synchronizing your pathways to make sure your encounter is flawless. You will not need to apply pressure or push the connection to occur. It will proceed in a manner congruent with one's intuition. This connection will not only give you with friendship, but it will also encourage personal growth. You will both gain from each other's knowledge while also providing mutual support in ways that are personally significant. This is not about one person carrying the burden of the relationship. It's about mutual understanding and balance. This balance will assure its long-term viability. Furthermore, when this moment approaches, you may notice that certain people or situations fade from your life. This is not cause for concern. It is a necessary part of your alignment. I am making an opening to ensure that the products intended for you can enter without difficulty. Keeping assets that are no longer useful will slow the process of receiving what is coming. The way in which this will occur is significant, as it will not appear manufactured or coerced. It will appear as if something is falling into place at the proper time. You'll look back and realize that everything has led up to this point. Even the hurdles and delays will start to make sense. Nothing was squandered. Those feelings will try to redirect your attention away from the preparations that are ongoing. Maintain your focus on the feelings that are deeply ingrained in you. You will be directed more by your inner feeling than anything else. The name will not only serve as a sign, but also as a portal to a new experience. Its disclosure will increase your understanding of what is to come. You will begin to understand the interconnection of everything. This is not about speculating or wishing. It is about recognizing an active process. You are not alone in this process, no matter how quiet or uncertain it appears. I am directing every step, even those that are not immediately evident to you. I am not allowing you to resolve this on your own. I am directing you in a way that will become clear at the perfect moment. This connection will create a sense of peace. A sensation of calm that you've never felt before. This serenity will be one of the indicators that it is in line with my preferences. You won't feel confused or overwhelmed. You will feel secure and confident in a subtle way. Remain unafraid of what is ahead. The introduction of these factors into your life is not designed to cause you any pain or sorrow. It is designed to create something both lasting and noteworthy. This is why I encourage you to be alert and attentive. The information you're about to hear is critical. Even if you are unable to fully express it, a subtle alteration is taking place within you. Your consciousness is growing, your emotions are getting more stable, and your thoughts are becoming more clear. The incident is not accidental. It is the process of preparation. I'm adjusting your inner reality to match the external scenario that is going to emerge. When both parties are in agreement, recognition becomes smooth and natural. To confirm your journey, enter 1111. It has been on your mind for some time whether something true and enduring may enter your life without difficulty. These questions were not ignored or lost. I've been leading you through each event you've had, molding you into someone who is ready for a deeper journey. I am not offering a rehash of your history. Rather, this is a new chapter. This is why it may appear unfamiliar at first, but it is part of a more positive experience. It is no accident that the person whose name will be divulged enters your life. They are walking into a setting that has been prepared for them in the same way that you have been. This is not a scenario when two lives collided at random. It refers to the alignment of two paths with a common goal. When you meet, you will feel an unexplainable sense of recognition that goes beyond language. You will have to experience it before you can fully understand it. To make this link, type the word Amen. I would like it if you could follow the course of this, since it will not be obtrusive. You will not feel the urge to chase this person or convince them of your worth. A natural flow and a sense of ease will allow the relationship to flourish without exerting pressure. This easiness is not suggestive of fragility, but of harmony. When an entity is properly functioning, it requires no effort to survive. You may notice that certain fears you previously felt are becoming less intense. Those apprehensions stem from previous experiences, but they are not predictive of future events. I am removing those barriers so that you can accept anything without encountering any opposition. Clinging to obsolete fears will result in confusion in the absence of clarity. Allow them to leave. They are no longer required. Undeniably, the name will come to your attention. It may appear unexpectedly and capture your attention in a unique way. You may try to ignore it at first, but it will ultimately make its way back into your consciousness. The repetition in question is not a coincidence. It serves as confirmation. I am assuring that you do not miss the importance of the situation. I advise you to keep your composure and steadiness in that moment. It is unnecessary to act quickly or make snap decisions. Allow the comprehension to completely infiltrate your being. Clarity is obtained when one is at peace, not when they are rushing or overthinking. I tell you that I will provide step-by-step instructions. You are not being asked to change your identity in order to facilitate this connection. You are being invited to be your real self in an environment that will accept and support it. It's not about losing oneself. The goal is to choose the location where you will be completely visible. This is what makes this relationship unique from your past experiences. It will not need you to conceal portions of your identity. This friendship will also foster mutual growth. It will not feel as if you are carrying everything on your own. The person I'm introducing into your life will walk beside you, not ahead of or behind you. The way you provide reciprocal support will be equitable. This equilibrium allows an object to endure. You may experience bouts of uncertainty as this unfolds, which is quite normal. Uncertainty does not necessarily imply that anything is incorrect. It just means that you are entering a new environment. Avoid allowing that sentiment to turn into uncertainty. Maintain your faith in order to navigate the unknown. I'm not intending to perplex you. Furthermore, you may notice that formerly major prospects or relationships no longer appear fit. This is part of your alignment. I am guiding you away from what is inappropriate so that you can fully appreciate what is proper. Letting go is not synonymous with losing. It is endorsed by 4 neuroscience institutions and rewires your brain to attract money in the same way that a magnet does. People who were formerly underprivileged are now living the lifestyles of their dreams. Exotic vacations, luxurious homes, and new cars. However, this information will not be available for an extended length of time. Click to view the description and comments before they are permanently erased. I am not introducing a delicate link into your life that is prone to rupture. It has been built with painstaking attention to detail and with the goal of producing a certain result. This is why I am devoting the necessary time to preparing you. I don't want you to ignore it or dismiss it as routine. This is a significant item. This relationship is also driven by a deeper purpose that goes beyond simply companionship. You will work together to create a compelling product regardless of its immediate visibility. There will be a mutual effect in your life that promotes growth and understanding. This is not just about the act of being together. It entails the joint creation of something meaningful. As this occurs, pay attention to the sensations you feel in your spirit. Your spirit acknowledges the truth before your intellect fully comprehends it. When an object is in accord with my being, I will experience a sense of unbreakable tranquility. Allow that tranquility to guide you. Don't ignore it when it appears. I am not allowing you to resolve this on your own. I am present at every stage, offering you direction, safety, and preparedness. Despite the seeming calm, I continue to operate. You are not the only person going through this. Even when it is tough to see, everything is progressing. There is no reason to be concerned about the upcoming changes in your existence. It is an entity that should be approached with confidence. The name will be disclosed. Once completed, you will understand the reasoning behind my advice. Everything will start to make sense. You have committed effort to understanding why some relationships in your past did not last. You wondered if there was a deeper problem or if you had neglected anything significant. I advise you to abandon those beliefs, as they are not indicative of the reality. The connections were not meant to last, therefore they were unable to form a firm foundation. The current item I am delivering is unique in that it is designed to last. There is a specific reason why you are currently viewing this. God is about to reveal a name that will leave you breathless. This is the name of the person with whom you are truly intended to be in a relationship. From the moment you were born, you were meant to be with someone. You've spent countless nights thinking about your upcoming turn. You've looked up at the sky for a sign and inquired about the person who will accompany you on this lifelong journey. Today, we're finally hearing some noise. It appears that God is identifying a single person specifically for you. I am about to reveal information that will completely blow your mind. This is not a speculative endeavor. This week is dedicated to a special appointment that has been set aside just for us. It's possible that you've already seen this person and failed to recognize them. Alternatively, they could be traveling at the speed of light toward you right now. If you divert your attention at this time, you risk missing out on an opportunity that could lead you to your desired destination. You're currently surrounded by angels. They truly understand the importance of this moment in your life. This person is the key you've been looking for to complete the life puzzle you've been working on for years. You have a strong sense that something significant is about to happen that will disrupt your life. I am here to tell you that your intuition is correct. Keep reading until the end, because we are about to reveal the exact reason why God chose this person for you. Having them in your life will provide far more than just love. They are the key to unlocking the abundance and blessings you have been anticipating in those quiet moments. Leaving this video now would be like leaving a treasure chest as soon as the lock clicked open. The following few minutes will bring you something significant. It is a discovery that goes beyond the boundaries of a typical love story. Let us talk about the true purpose of your soul and the healing you've been seeking. This individual is critical to your emotional recovery and may even contribute to your financial success. God wants you to be completely prepared for their eventual emergence. Please remain vigilant, as clues to identifying this individual are emerging. If you want the blessing that is only meant for you, you must seize every one of them. So it appears that the universe is disrupting your life today. The person you think is meant for you may not be the one God has in mind. It is intriguing, isn't it? It's possible you've already dismissed them, or they're just a friend or acquaintance with whom you're unfamiliar. Today, the spiritual veil will be lifted, allowing you to finally discern the truth. Please don't disregard this. If you ignore it, you may find yourself pursuing the wrong people, whereas your true soulmate is waiting to give you everything you've ever wanted. This is a critical measure that will help you avoid further heartbreak. This is a guide for the one-of-a-kind person chosen by the universe to protect your heart for all time. This is a one-of-a-kind opportunity for spiritual sharing, and participation is required to receive the blessing. Open up your energy flow in order to fully embrace this union and signal to the universe that you are ready. You will not overlook this message. It exists to actually change the reality you encounter. You are in for a big surprise, and it involves a secret about the name of this person who is in perfect harmony with your soul. It appears that God is demonstrating to you that this individual possesses a unique quality that you have always desired but have yet to find in any other person. The truth is in your immediate surroundings, as close as your next breath, and you must remain vigilant to detect it. The angels appear to be implying that this individual has previously been in your energy field. It could be someone from your past who has undergone significant spiritual transformation in order to be ready for you, or it could be someone you've always thought was beyond your abilities. It appears that God is letting us know that the chapter of missed connections has officially ended. Currently, an extraordinary event is unfolding that defies all human logic. If you click away, you may miss the small sign that distinguishes between a genuine blessing and a toxic trap. It is preferable to be prepared rather than surprised when the occasion arises. It's incredible to think that this person was once hampered by the complexities of life, whether due to distance or the inadequacy of time. However, you are aware that God has been quietly removing those obstacles while you were attempting to rest. Today, the spiritual realm has undergone significant transformation, allowing connections that were previously considered impossible. The universe is about to reveal the connection between this person's arrival and the financial breakthrough you've been waiting for. They aren't just here for romance, you know. It's the spark that has the power to change your entire life. There is a significant event coming up for you. There is an intriguing connection between this person's name and a symbol or number that you have most likely seen appear in a variety of places recently. You are not overlooked. You're still remembered for your love story. It is certain that God's plans will be fulfilled. He is creating something greater than you can imagine. He is wrapping up a story not to manipulate your emotions, but to keep the promise He made to you. Is it possible for beauty to truly rise from the ashes? Laughter emerges from the depths of sorrow. Separation is making way for unity. Every challenge you faced in your romantic life, every disappointment, heartbreak, and tears shed when no one was looking, was not in vain. God is consistently dependable, and He will not let your suffering go in vain. He is far too benevolent to let your tears fall without reason. Something truly extraordinary is on the way to you. Not just an individual, but a part of yourself that you have yet to discover. It is not just a connection. It is similar to a warm blanket that envelops you and restores your sense of security. There is no need to request affection. There's no need to pursue it. There is no requirement to present evidence. This love will recognize your true nature. This individual will perceive you in the same way that God does. They will be grateful for details that others overlooked. You will know it is from God because there will be no struggle. We will not feel a sense of urgency. It will provide him with peace. His fruit will be born. Finally, you will feel the sensation of arriving home after a long journey. It may not be completely consistent with prevailing societal norms, but it will be perfectly in line with the Spirit's directives. The connection isn't just about superficial attraction or common interests. It is about a common goal, mutual surrender, and a deep spiritual intimacy that appears to have been orchestrated by a divine force. This is God's destiny for you. It does not matter what you did to earn it. It is because He genuinely cares for you. It is not about being flawless. It refers to His identity. He truly understands your emotions. He understands the goal you are attempting to achieve. He has seen you persevere in difficult circumstances, thrive despite suffering, and remain steadfast in the face of adversity. So he's now saying, I have a partner for you. Someone who recognizes me in you. Someone who will love you with both purity and sacredness. It may only take a small amount of courage to regain faith. It may appear to be a risky endeavor to hope again, but you are not expected to handle the entire process on your own. He is urging you to accept the idea that his hand continues to guide your heart. He is asking you to pay close attention to his voice, even if it does not match your own vision. He encourages you to persevere with optimism rather than apprehension, because the events that lie ahead are anything but ordinary. There is something special in store for us. The person God has in mind for you is also preparing. They each face their own set of circumstances. They have shed tears and expressed their own goals. Despite facing their own challenges, they have maintained a gentle, open, and connected demeanor that is consistent with your own peace. It is unnecessary for you to conduct a separate search. Maintain an appropriate position, remain receptive, and be ready to accept when the opportunity arises. It will just feel right when it happens. It is not necessary that everything be flawless. Your spirit is simply aware. You'll see the beauty of their love. When they are present, you feel more secure. You will notice that God is at the center of every event. This isn't a dream. You understand that it is a pledge. There is no doubt that God keeps his promises. Even now, angels are in motion. Individuals are offering prayers. There are positive developments on the horizon for you, though they are not yet apparent. Certainly, you will see the transformation. You will be able to recognize when an item is being repaired. You will see how God changes circumstances for the better, not only to provide comfort, but also to truly honor his name. Allow your heart to relax for a moment. Encourage the growth of your faith. You've shown patience, and God has recognized your efforts. Your time is not past. Your moment has not passed. It appears that God has a plan for you to be with this person. Have faith that he will succeed at the ideal time, in the ideal way, and for the ideal reason. Nobody, not even you, can stop, cancel, or delay the divine plan that is unfolding. When God speaks a word over your life and desires something to happen, it is supported by all of heaven. So that is the current situation. It appears that God intends for you to have a relationship with this person. That assertion has significant implications. It is quite obvious. It's a subtle hint that he's already devised a special plan for you. This is no longer a case of wishing or thinking. It is critical to believe that God's plan is being carried out, even if it is not immediately apparent. At times, the only resource available to you is a gentle inner voice that keeps you from fully progressing. It's possible you tried to erase them from your memory. It's possible you had to work hard to get ahead. It's easy to believe that you missed your opportunity or didn't fully understand the message God was sending. However, your spirit has always been aware. Do you remember their name? It causes you to pause and reflect, and a part of your heart longs for an experience that cannot be described. These are not signs of confusion at all. These are indications that we are interconnected. They are merely gentle reminders that God has greater plans for us. If you've been feeling guilty as a result of your actions, I highly recommend giving this a thorough listen. God's grace dwarfs any errors you may commit. He does not use your past to instill remorse in you. Your future is in his capable hands. He can repair what appears to be irreparable. His affection is not dependent on one's perfection. The essence of the matter is accepting a love influenced by Him, letting go, and discovering healing rather than relying solely on our own strength. Your story is not yet complete. This marks the beginning of a chapter you could not have written on your own. A chapter in which God restores lost time, renews our hope, and mends relationships in a way that truly demonstrates His heart. The seemingly impossible is becoming more feasible, not as a result of hard work, but rather of grace. If our words have blessed or encouraged you, we would appreciate your help so that we can continue to spread God's love and light to a larger audience. The Ko-fi support link is provided below. Rather than the effort expended, His mercy is quietly working. The person God is introducing into your life may not be perfect, but they have been specifically chosen for you. God has been working in them just as He has in you, despite the fact that they may have stumbled, drifted, or experienced setbacks. There has been a transformation in the background. Nobody else appears to have witnessed the surrender. Over time, you will start to see the results of that transformation. God is the one who first planted the seed, so He knows exactly who belongs to whom. If there was any misunderstanding between you, it will be addressed. If the distance existed, it would be bridged. Silence will be followed by grace. When God restores, the goal is not just to reconcile individuals. He recovers His sense of purpose. He first reconciles hearts with heaven and then with each other. He resurrects hidden dreams, whispered prayers, and promises that seem to vanish in the darkness. Allow yourself to believe again. Do not let disappointment keep you from enjoying the blessings that God has in store for you. It has taken a significant amount of time because something of this nature should not be rushed. It is critical that the foundation is exceptionally strong. It is critical that hearts are appropriately prepared. We must truly let go of the past. The clarity of vision is critical. You may feel as if you are in the center of a large question mark, unsure of where the situation is going. What if God is guiding you on this journey not to throw you off, but to prepare you for an experience that goes beyond mere pleasure and brings Him glory? A bond that withstands pressure and, in fact, grows stronger as challenges arise. A relationship that transcends fleeting emotions and is based on enduring truth. Certain people will undoubtedly question it. Some people cannot understand how God can bring two people together, especially if their backgrounds have been turbulent or negative. However, those individuals are not the ones who are writing your story. God certainly does. He does not seek anyone's approval when He restores your life. He wants to surrender. His only desire is that you have faith in Him. There's a reason your heart is racing again, even if it doesn't make sense right now. There is a reason for the softening of your spirit. The main theme is the resurgence of love. It's not just about romantic love. It is also about a deeper, holy love, one that is gentle and compassionate, reflects Christ's essence, and takes its time. This is the process that God is facilitating in both you and the person with whom you are meant to have a relationship. It will be easy to pique their interest. Don't be concerned. You will not be required to assume full responsibility. You will constantly be aware of your position. You will feel that tranquility if it comes from God. Although it may be difficult, it will be handled with dignity. Although it may take some effort, I am confident that the results will be well worth it. It may be difficult at first, but it will help you achieve growth you never thought possible. When it arrives, you won't recognize it as the object you were looking for. It will be as if it were a divine gift, arriving exactly when you need it. It will be an extremely unique experience. It will feel the same as returning home. It will be clear that God's fingerprints are on this work. You will notice that he used every delay, tear, and quiet moment to prepare you both for a love that is both purposeful and hopeful. Do not settle for a subpar option just to avoid the wait. Maintain an open heart toward the person whom God may be reintroducing into your life. God's intention is not simply to provide you with a companion for your journey. It is a person with whom you can pray, collaborate, dream, and serve. Allow your heart to be at peace with this truth for a moment. Are you aware that you are truly cherished? In the background of your life, God is creating something beautiful. It may require more time. It may take some time to recover, but it is progressing. And when it happens, you'll notice that it's logical in a way that leaves you speechless, grateful, and in awe. You will understand what happened and why. You'll understand the significance of the delay. One day, you will look at the person next to you and realize that only God could have created this. That is exactly where you are at the moment. You are on the verge of an extraordinary experience, as God desires for you to be with this person. He is revealing everything that has been hidden, postponed, or perceived as lost. And he does it with such grace, power, and perfect timing. This isn't just about your diligence or resolve. This demonstrates the advantages of remaining faithful, obedient, and persevering despite fatigue. God has noted your reliance on him, even in the face of ambiguity. He has noticed that you remain optimistic despite your feelings of despair. Heaven is now in motion as a result. God's chosen individual for you is more than just someone who fits in with your life. They are the ones who truly contribute to the manifestation of the image that God is creating within you. Occasionally, the name is so unexpected that it is not the person you were looking for. It's possible that the person is someone you once knew. It's possible that the person is someone you pushed away or who has simply drifted off. It could be someone who came into your life unexpectedly, but they stay in your heart like a gentle melody that cannot be ignored. In those quiet moments, you continue to hear their name, and just thinking about them warms your heart. That is not a defect. That is not really a state of confusion. The bond is truly demonstrated to be beyond mere logic. Long before you were aware of the page's progression, your narrative was already composed. You may have experienced periods of separation, whether as a result of misunderstandings, a lack of communication, or the perception that the timing was awry or the situation was too complex to resolve. However, God was consistently present. He was occupied in both of your hearts, demonstrating how to love the church as Christ loves the church, mending wounds, building character, sowing wisdom, and chipping away at pride. It is not merely a matter of seeking a partner. It is all about developing the character to love, serve, and safeguard the resources that God has provided. The individual to whom God is directing you is not present to rescue you. Together, they are present to assist you in the development of something significant. They may not be flawless, but they are undoubtedly making strides. They may not be flawless, but they are certainly devoted. Additionally, God is aligning their hearts with yours. It is not solely about emotions. It is also about our mission, vision, and faith. They will not separate you from God. They will gently encourage you to approach. They will not deplete your energy. They will effortlessly integrate. They will not cause you to question your worth. They will assist you in recollecting your identity in Christ. It is unnecessary to perform a performance in order to earn their affection. You will never be required to beg for their time or affection. Your value will not necessitate justification. They will gaze at you with eyes that have experienced the warmth of grace. They will observe what others have failed to observe. They will recognize the gentle spirit, the anointing that envelops you, and the calling that is within you, which is frequently disregarded by others. Upon observing it, they will desire to safeguard it rather than exploit it. There is something truly unique about the way God is working in your love story. This is the reason for the intense conflict. Due to the delays, the process has been prolonged. This is the reason why the fighting has been so intense. The enemy will not engage in combat with an object that is not of value. He has been attempting to deceive you, keep you preoccupied, and convince you that love is currently beyond your reach. He has been whispering lies in the dark, causing you to question your worth and the future. However, those fabrications are currently being eradicated by God. He is restoring your faith and reviving your hope by bringing truth to your spirit. You are punctual. You are not as damaged as you may think. You're not too far gone. God is restoring everything that the enemy sought to take. God is reviving each year that you perceive as squandered. God is converting each tear you shed independently into rivers of joy. The individual He has in mind for you will contribute to your redemption. Their voice will serve as a source of healing. They will assist you in achieving a sense of tranquility through the midst of your disorder. They will provide you with hope during your most challenging moments and assist you in recalling the assurances that God gave you when you were struggling to maintain your faith. This love will not cause you to feel insignificant. You will truly experience a sense of recognition. You will not be left in suspense. It will facilitate the resolution of the matter. It will not remain in the background indefinitely. Honesty, integrity, and a hint of boldness will illuminate it.